Within the Blue Health project, we're working on a decision support tool which will be supporting local authorities and urban planners in finding out what are the best ways to use blue spaces in urban settings to maximize the health and well-being benefits for the population. We have seen that in many local authorities, municipalities all over Europe, blue spaces are one of the quality features in urban settings. You have blue and green spaces where people go, spend free time, have recreation, take a break. So they are very important elements of the urban structure. And we would like to give some examples. If you are, for example, at a river, there's certain risks and there's certain benefits. If you are at the coast side, there are different risks and different benefits. So we're looking at these different blue space settings, identify what are the risks that need to be reduced, what are the benefits that we would like to maximize, try to give some guidance on how local authorities can do that with the planning and the tools they have. We have spent a lot of time in looking into the structure. It's not that easy to identify the risks and the benefits and how they operate. And some belong to the same type of risk and some are very different. Some work on a physical way, like injuries, stepping into glass at the waterfront, and some work more on the mental side, with people just getting restoration and mental benefits from being exposed to the nature. So things operate in a rather different way, and setting up and structuring the system has taken a lot of time. So now we're looking into the evidence for each of the risks and the benefits to identify what are the risks to be tackled and then what are the design elements that would help you doing that. How do we offer, how do we disseminate the product? At the moment we're thinking of a web page where planners and interested persons from a local municipality could click on risks or benefits and choose what they're interested in. So you could, for example, look into vector-borne diseases, you could look into injuries, you could look into mental benefits, you could look into ecosystem services and prevention of flooding, and then depending on your interest and what you click on, additional information would come up on the risks that are associated with it, or the benefits that are associated with a certain blue space dimension, and some guidance on how you can make best use of it. I think there's two different objectives. Indeed, one objective would be to promote the use of blue spaces because it has a lot of benefits, and if well integrated in urban settings, it can make a lot of positive impacts. But also there's a lot of blue spaces that are part of urban settings already and they're not really used well. And to tap that potential and make the benefits of these blue spaces that are existing all across settings and cities to make that better used and more beneficial for the residents, that's the second goal.